Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? I am Yonda, and today we're going to be here for about 30 minutes, and we're going to be talking about investing in your hopes, your dreams, and action. All right, so I'm just listening to my inspiration, Rihanna. It's such a pleasure to be here this morning. And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. And I'm just jamming a little bit. I'm waiting for a few more people to join, but we're going to be here for about a half an hour. And we're going to be talking about investing in your hopes, your dreams, and real estate. And we're taking it to action today. So just enjoy the tunes. I don't own the rights to the music. I'm just vibing, right? And enjoying myself this morning. So it's such a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited about this topic. I absolutely love real estate. So looking forward to us just unpacking this. So if you're over 18, right, and you're tuning in and you're trying to decide what you're going to do to make money, then you're in the right place. If you're thinking about retirement, you're like, okay, retirement is, hold on. Like Rihanna is really getting into this. I love it, or I'm getting into it. So I'm going to turn this down because, again, I don't own the rights to the music. So welcome, 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 everyone. I am Yonda, the founder of Living Your Goals in real estate, in business, and in retirement. And today, I thought it was important to talk about what is hope, what is dreams, and in addition, let's talk about turning it into reality in real estate. So I want you to understand that owning real estate is truly a luxury. And so in this half an hour, I plan to unpack some information that I've been seeing in the news, but also to get you these 5 tips that you want to hold on to in real estate. And you want to watch this to the end. Trust me, you want to watch this to the end because I got a little bonus at the end that I want to talk to you all about. So let's talk about it a little bit. In the headlines, you'll see things weekly about the affordability of real estate and whether or not real estate is achievable. And the question that I get is, hey, Yonda, what's your opinion, your personal opinion, your professional opinion on home ownership? And so because I get this question, I came up with these 5 particular tips that I want you all to pay attention to. And it boils down to this, okay? So what's your why? What's your why in real estate? Like, what motivates you about real estate? Like, what do you hope to achieve by getting into real estate? That would be the question that I ask most people, my investors especially. Why are you wanting to invest? Why are you wanting to get into real estate? Is it because, and some of the familiar answers I get, and my lighting just went out. This is so fun. But some of the familiar answers that I get, why? Because people want to create generational wealth. I'm like, well, what is generational wealth to you in your opinion? Because it's a hot buzzword out there, but it's really breaking the chains of a scarcity mindset. Okay, a scarcity mindset. And so owning that real estate, being a luxury, understanding the responsibility that it's going to take in owning real estate. Do I think everybody can own real estate? You bet I do. And this is why. So the second thing that I talk to people about is, how do you see yourself owning a home? Can you really describe the features? For example, get your piece of paper, get your pencil, and I want you to think about this. Write this down. Describe your home. Describe your ideal home. Describe your starter home. Describe the home that you're living in currently, what you like, what you don't like, what you would change, what you're looking forward to owning, what you're looking forward to investing in, And that's what I would say. Just do that. Take this piece of paper, and this becomes what I call like mind mapping, right? So you're mapping out and you're visualizing what it looks like to own real estate, because you can achieve it. It doesn't matter where you are currently, right? So it just takes a little bit of effort. It takes a little bit of money. It takes a little bit of knowledge. And that's why I'm a coach, because I believe in you all. You have what it takes to own real estate. It's a mindset. Don't worry about, okay, I'm only here. We'll talk about the plan to get you from here to there so that you're able to own your own piece of real estate. And I don't want to jump around because I have some other bullet points I want to talk to you about, but it starts really in the mind. Second, what we're talking about is visualizing your ownership in real estate. So can you visualize? Can you see yourself in that home? How many bedrooms are you going to have? How many baths are you going to have? Do you want land? Do you want to live in a multi-purpose, multi-use home? Do you want to live in a condo? Really think through and visualize what that looks like for you. If that's one of your goals, to go from transitioning from a renter and transitioning to a owner, then write that down. I mean, how have you ever met a lifelong renter before? It's nothing wrong with it. I grew up in a neighborhood in my community where there were lifelong renters, and I didn't even know, because I was a kid just playing with the kids, and I didn't find out probably until a few years ago that some of the real estate that was on my block that I grew up in my area, in the OSN area in Toledo, Ohio, were rental properties. I had no idea. So really, is this an opportunity for you to level up and to own real estate, or to be an investor in real estate? Absolutely it is. Have you ever met a homeowner, right? So, and what do you remember about these homeowners that you met? Some of you may be homeowners as well. Enjoy and love the home that you have. Aspire to be a homeowner if that's one of your goals in life, right? And you can own with others. We're going to talk about that later. And then, have you ever met a real estate investor, right? And certainly, if you haven't, you know me. Hi, I'm a real estate investor, so you've met me. So part of that is helping you all to begin your journey in real estate investing, because you have what it takes. You have to believe that you can achieve. Now, understand there's sacrifices that you have to do personally when you start to get into real estate investing. But I would tell you, hands down, I recommend it. I was listening to Barbara off of Shark Tank. And I was like, okay, Barbara on Shark Tank, one of my favorite shows, right? And I was listening to her, and she states that one of the number one ways to wealth is real estate. She was like, her portfolio is full of real estate. I was like, oh my goodness. So here's this famous lady. She's on TV. She's on Shark Tank, which is kind of what I describe as, if you're a budding business owner and you're looking for partnerships, then you will go on Shark Tank. And that's my paraphrase. That's my personal opinion. And so going on Shark Tank, and listening to Barbara talk about real estate, yeah, it's a goal, and it's achievable for everyone. And it does take work. That's what I'm going to tell you. Number 3, have you ever dreamed of your real estate goals? Have you ever dreamed of them? Really, oh man, I would love to own, because my ideal home, right? If I had to describe my ideal home, it has a roof, it has a front door, it has a back door. It has a bedroom. It has some utilities to it. It has a little bit of land so that I can go out for my little small garden. But I mean, that's kind of like what I expect. I need a roof. I need some doors. I need shelter. I need warmth. I need to be covered. So it's pretty small, but I do like big homes as well. I like a swimming pool. I like a tennis court, like all that stuff, right? Hey, if you're going to dream, you got to dream big. Okay, that's what I say anyway. Because I feel like everything is achievable. Everything is achievable. And it just requires you to align yourself with optimistic people who have done it, people who believe as much as you believe, and you just do it together. You can do it together. You can do it singular. You have to learn. do not, and this is something, do not get into real estate investing without having a coach and having a mentor, because it's so important to understand real estate is pretty complex. It's not easy. I can tell you that now. But with the right people, the right team, supporting your goals, helping you live your goals in real estate and business, yep, you can do it. So again, do not try to do real estate by yourself. So, and I just want you to think through, like, describe your dream home, right? But are you thinking about your goals daily? Are you thinking about them weekly? Are you thinking about them monthly? Or are you obsessed with your goals of owning real estate? Think about that. Oh my gosh, like how I describe an obsession, like it's early morning, I'm already dressed. I'm like, oh gosh, how many open houses can I hit today, right? In addition, I need to go look at some dollar houses. Hey, kitty, stop. And so, sorry, my cat. So, how many open houses can I hit today? But also, can I get to these dollar houses, right? Let me see how many more of these dollar houses, $1 houses in Baltimore, Maryland that are available. Yeah, $1 houses. I can talk about that all day long because the time clock is ticking. Yay. But again, the obsession is getting out there. I think real estate, I research real estate, I research investing, I research locations, I research different types of real estate. I pay attention to what's happening in the commercial landscape, the industrial landscape. I look at the supply and demand. I look at the affordability. I look at the interest rates. I look at a lot of stuff. So like, and that's every single day. Every single day, I'm doing something that moves me closer to my dreams, moves me closer to my goals, and helps my clients do that. So that's an example of what I consider kind of like an obsession, right? So, and then the international part of real different. But this is fun. This is fun. So you get a chance to travel and you get an opportunity to find out different types of real estate. So listen, you need a coach. Trust me. The fourth thing I want to talk to you about is, what do you think is going to take for you? What is it going to take for you to become a homeowner? So when you think about, okay, I'm going to need money. I'm going to need a team. Yep, you need a team. And there's many positions on a team when you start to get, and when you start the investing process in real estate. It's many roles and I want to talk about the roles maybe next week, talk about what people do individually that makes up a team when you start to get into real estate investing, when you start to get into real estate ownership, and you're moving from renter, you're transitioning from being a renter to an owner. Right. And let me be clear, this is for individuals who want to transition out of renting. This is for individuals who own homes. This is for individuals who okay. Different investors. So just how you want to level up. And the last thing I want to ask you is, does it matter location? So if you have the opportunity to own real estate, does it matter where you own real estate? That's a question only you can answer for your goals and aligning to your goals. So for instance, if the cost of living is higher in your jurisdiction, would you be open to investing or living in a different jurisdiction where it was more affordable? Or are you interested in just getting into a property for the first time? So those are questions you have to answer for yourself. Like, location matters, and that's the number one. When I've worked with clients, that's the number one decision maker for them is location, 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 and it's called prime situs, right? So that prime location. So, and the fifth thing I want to talk to you about is, what path would you like to take when you're looking at real estate? Do you want to be an individual investor? Yonder, look, I'm only interested in finding my home. I'm not interested in finding a home for other people. I'm interested in finding this home for myself. And then maybe I'm looking for a multifamily, where sometimes they're called like duplexes, triplexes, and things like that. So normally, when people are starting out and investing, and I say normally, we're living in kind of, niche times where you can be disruptive a little bit. And so what that really means is looking at that duplex, and you will live on one side and then you'll rent out the other side, and the other side of the duplex would actually pay for your living expenses. And that's how I remember listening to Barbara off of Shark Tank, and she was referencing multifamily, and that's some advice that she gives others. So I'm going to second that. I'm going to recommend that as well, because I think that's a great idea to get into real estate, to be able to leverage your investments. You also have to consider, do you want to invest with others? Oh my gosh. So last week, I think I was talking about different ways that you can invest with others. So I talked through what is a syndicate. I talked about real estate investment trusts. And I also talked about real estate investment groups. And the latter is what I am niched in, is real estate investment groups. And so my experience has been to help people just like you who don't know really where to start, but to start somewhere with a coach and walking you through what that process looks like. Because in my personal opinion, in my professional opinion, get your hands on some real estate. As I look at all the forecasts, as I look at the affordability of real estate, I see a lot of people. Hey there, good morning, Jessica. How are you? It's a pleasure to have you here. Let me see if I can put your, I like to do this. Thank you. So yeah, when you put in the comments, I put you up on the stage to say good morning. How are you? And thank you for tuning in. It means a lot. Appreciate it. So, when you're looking at those real estate investment groups, and it takes a little bit of money to get started, there's a monthly membership to be a part of these real estate investment groups and opportunities. And there are many opportunities, many. I'm so excited because I get people just like you that's on this call that says, hey, Yonda, I got a property here, or Yonda, you need to travel here and take a look at this. Is this something that your group is interested in? I worked with a client last year that says, Yonda, I want to add this to my real estate brokerage, right? So I want you to add this niche to my real estate brokerage where I'm able to I offer this investment opportunity, this investment pillar as part of my real estate brokerage with my real estate agents. I was like, absolutely. So and this is another way that you can add to your pillars of real estate and success. So let me go over these 5 again, right? And I got to go to my notes. I know I should have my teleprompter and all those things, but listen, it's just me and I'm giving y'all this tea. I want to make sure that I don't miss out on anything, because now is a great time to be a part of real estate. All right, good. Okay. Oh, nice. I'm going to share that, Jessica. Listen, there is nothing wrong with that. And actually taking it on a whole nother level, we should talk. Absolutely. Where are your properties located at? Oh my God, this is fantastic. I know what that's like, having those rental properties. And we call that adding doors to success, continuing to scale your business. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a whole niche. We're having a whole conversation right here, y'all. So I hope that y'all see, use these notes, right? And I'm going to pin that because I think that's so cool. Use those notes. Absolutely. I'm excited for you. Look at you doing big things in real estate. And I'm telling you, Jessica, I don't know where you are here in the United States or if you're international, but one of the things I can tell you is that that international niche is just as profitable as the domestic side here in the United States, in my opinion, and what I've seen. So when you start to look at those returns on your investment, because that's part of it, is looking at returns and learning and growing and actually replacing, if you have a 9 to 5, replacing that income, even leveraging real estate, leveraging multi-use, leveraging, and when I say multi-use, I look at residential properties and I understand some things that are coming down the pike as well for residential locations for your personal home. So, yep, looking forward to continuing to talk to y'all about that. So the 5s are, what's your why? So make sure you spend some time writing down your why. Why are you interested in real estate? Oh, Jessica, you got me all excited talking about those notes. Oh my goodness. And partnering with others regarding those notes. Absolutely. Most people don't, there's so many ways, there's so many niches in real estate that you can be a part of. And buying notes is one of those niches that you can be a part of in real estate investing. Good job. Bravo. And then you're in rental too. Good job. Fantastic. And here's a live testimony right now on this live stream, what you can do with real estate to level up your finances. Absolutely. I love it. So number 2 is see yourself owning a home. So I want you to visualize your home. Visualize if you want to have a basement. Visualize if you want to have a frog, a finished room over garage, right? It's called a frog. So if you want if you want a single story, and it's called like a rancher here in the United States, then you can visualize that as well. Or if you want to own, like I'm sharing this with you. I was like, oh man, I see some hotels, I see some hospitals, I see all kinds of different types of real estate. There's an idea now. Listen, I don't dream small, I dream big. And I think it would be so cool. How many investors do you think you need in order to build a hotel or to buy a hotel? I'm just asking that. So think about that and what type of return. Don't even start me on it, because I started running the numbers with some other people. I'm like, oh, this looks kind of good. Especially when you start to get into these deals when they're getting started, they're new construction, you have the opportunity to come in because there's residential property. And so one of the things that I look at when I'm looking at residential properties coming in is where's the commercial business that's going to support that residence that's coming in. Okay, that's a tip. That's a major tip. Where is the commercial business that's going to support the residences? Okay. And if there's none, oh my goodness, I call that opportunity, especially for a real estate investment group. So I'm just sharing some of this stuff with you all. I look forward to you all getting in my DM saying, listen, coach, I want to work with you. I like what you're talking about. Yes, let's go. Let's do it. Next month, I plan to be in Puerto Rico. Yay! I'm headed over there with a couple other investors. Yay! So looking forward to it. Number 3, how often do you dream? How often are you thinking about your goal in owning real estate, investing in real estate? How often? Is it daily, weekly, monthly, or are you obsessed with it? Like, are you doing daily stuff inside of real estate to level up your knowledge, align with like-minded individuals? I hope the answer is yes, I am, Yonda. All of that. And if you're not doing any of the visualization on a daily, monthly, weekly, start doing it, because it helps you move that much closer to getting prepared to invest in yourself and invest in your why. Okay. Number 4, what is it going to take in order for you to get started? I talked about it's going to take money. It's going to take a team, and it's going to take you knowing the location that you want to be in. Location, right? And all this leads you to really retirement. And I get these arguments all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna work forever. But work doesn't feel like work. I'm like, okay, work doesn't feel like work. However, at some point you're going to slow down. When are you gonna start slowing down, right? So what's the retirement age for you to collect, or are you going to generate your revenue so that you can do what you love doing? And that's kind of like maybe a goal, is being able to have the freedom and autonomy to live a purpose driven life that's aligned to your goals, to your passion, to your vision. How do you see the future? Take your age now, and I want you to add 10 to your age now. And when you add 10 to your age now, what are you going to be doing then? So, do you have that 1, 3, 5, and 10-year plan for yourself? Whew, my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. I was looking into my, money market, my money stuff, right? And I was about to say the company, and then I was like, oops, I can't say the company. But I was looking at it, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get in the fast line. And so I spend time talking to people who are about to retire in the next year or two, and people who have retired. And I'm like, okay, because I'm not quite at retirement age yet. So the questions that I ask is, listen, you're retired. What's something I should prepare for now? And they're like, whew, it can be tough if you don't have a solid plan in place. It can be tough if you haven't, paid off some of your debts. It can be tough. So plan now, plan to move this to there. And that's what I tell you all. Get with your CPAs, get with your attorneys. This is a presentation. I don't give legal advice. I don't give financial advice. I'm talking to you about real estate and leveling up in the real estate sector, in the industry. I am a private company, and that's how I operate. I have a team of attorneys that support my business, and that's how I operate. Looking forward to it, you all. Let's go over number 5. Number 5 is, what path would you like to take? When you're in real estate, you want to think about, Yonder, I'm only in solo. Do me solo, Dola. I just want to be solo. Okay. Yonda, I'm interested in bringing this to my brokerage. Yonda, I want to add this pillar, right? Because one of the things I know I do is I collaborate with others in order to bring great opportunities to the team. So looking forward to continuing to do that. The other thing you have to look at is, and I call them team because that's how I see Real Estate Investment Group. We're a team. You have a say in what's being invested in. So, and the last thing is, do you want to invest as a group? So those are the things that I would say. And here's my bonus for y'all. Woo! All right. Real estate is achievable with the right coach, because real estate is a business. It really is a business. And so there are many advantages to having that business, right? And so when I think about owning real estate, whether it's your residential home, whether it's a commercial, industrial, multifamily, mixed use, those are different types of real estate industries that you can kind of dabble in. And those are all learnings that we can talk about as well. You're a vendor. You have vendors, right? And you have vendors that will service you. So whether you have, so I have Starlink, right? And I love my Starlink. And that's internet, it's my internet satellite cable, right? And so I'm able, because it gives me a stable stream for my live broadcasting, my podcasting, for my gaming. So I really appreciate, and they're a vendor of mine as a resident. Do I have other companies that I can work with? Absolutely. But I appreciate having Starlink. I've had it for, I waited on the list for a while. I guess, wow, it's coming up. I've had it for some time now. And I've appreciated having that relationship with Starlink as a vendor. You can create other niches in your residential investing opportunities. So I've spent so much time in conferences and traveling and just continuing to level up the knowledge, so I'm able to deliver to you all. Here's what's trending. Here's what's cutting edge. Here's what's worked. Here's what hasn't worked. This is why you want to do it this way. Even traveling international and having relationships with country leaders to be able to offer some type of opportunities to you all. So I hope that you all have enjoyed. We've been on here for about 29 minutes, and it has been so enjoyable. I don't own the rights to the music. This is a presentation. Make sure you double check and do your due diligence. Have your legal team, make sure you do your due diligence with your CPAs, your certified public accountants, and talk to them about your money and how that whole piece works for you all, okay? And I'm just here to present the information, and do your own due diligence and feel free to fact check me. I would love that, as a matter of fact. And if you're interested in traveling and meeting me in one of these countries that I'm traveling. So the next 90 days is all about the travel and getting in there and meeting with some of my relationship folks. Then looking forward to it. Drop it in the DMs like, Yonder, where you gonna be when you traveling? Absolutely. I know somebody that knows somebody that's there. So looking forward to that. Um, that's all I'm gonna leave y'all with is I'm Yonda, your real estate coach, and I am the #1 collaborator in real estate for niche markets. So I love y'all. And to all the moms, to all the aunties, to all the fathers that have children, nieces, nephews, cousins that you've helped to support. Happy Mother's Day. And I hope that is very, very good for you all. And you enjoy yourself. And moms, do something special for yourself. Single dads, do something special for yourself. Dads that raise children, celebrate these ladies. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon.